What is going on, guys? And today we are talking about Rugby 2022. Yes, it seems a long way off, but we've literally just had Rugby 20, and today I'm going to be discussing how Rugby 22 can be one of the best rugby games of all time. Welcome back to another rugby video. Please make sure you go ahead and smash that like button to show your support for the channel, and if you are new, please go ahead and subscribe. We upload rugby videos every single week guaranteed, so please click the notification button so you don't miss out. Okay, so as we know, Rugby 20 came out this year, which is, as of this recording, which is 2020, and it was made by a developer called EKO Software. Now, most of us probably already know this, but just for those that don't know, EKO Software is made by a company which was called Big Ben Games, is now called Nacon. Now, Nacon is a big game industry. They make a lot of games. They have different developers making the games. And yeah, they've done quite well with certain areas, and then some other ones they've made absolute terrible games. Kind of like a lot of developers these days. But anyway, we're going way off topic. So yeah, Nacon make a load of different games, and one of these really good developers they have is called NeoPisa or NeoPicker, and I'm guessing it's NeoPisa anyway. And they make some super real games. Now, in order for Rugby 22 to try and compete against the top sports games, for example, FIFA, Madden, and so on, it needs amazing graphics. Now, Rugby 20, after a few updates, the gameplay became pretty fun to do, and it ran quite nicely. So imagine that game in amazing graphics. So this is the games that NeoPika make. So as you can see, they are super real games. The graphics look pretty nice, and it obviously runs on a completely different engine compared to Rugby 20. But imagine being able to play Rugby in this sort of high definition. It would probably obviously be on a PlayStation 5 or something like that, just because, I mean, Rugby 2022 isn't exactly going to be on a console, which would be outdated by then. But yeah, I mean, something like this on like a rugby game I think would be pretty insane, to be able to identify the players and have super reality, like for example the in-depth of light, the weather conditions, the stadiums and so on. I mean, a graphics like simulation very similar to what they've used on these games, Hunting Simulator 2 and TT Isle of Man 2. I think it would be pretty amazing to have all this. I mean, realistically, it may never happen just because they may never want to be taking on the whole rugby kind of like campaign that EKO Software have already done. But I think it would be pretty insane to be able to see it if the two of them teamed up. EKO Software still making the same like sort of engine and game and stuff, and then obviously these developers, NeoPisa, then making the engine in which the game runs in. I think then we would have a super real rugby game with amazing sort of career modes, and sort of just the standard of the sport game in general would be pretty insane if we saw something like this added into it. I mean, like I said, it's unlikely to ever happen, but if they were looking into making Rugby 22, because it did do quite well, Rugby 20, so I'd imagine there will be a Rugby 2022. Running it in this engine, I think, would be the best way forward of it, because gameplay-wise, it runs nicely anyway. And then obviously the next step would be making a super high-definition game in order to just compete with the rest of the sport titles. I mean, right now, obviously, it's such a long way off, so we can't really tell what's going to happen, because obviously they're going to have updates and stuff for Rugby 20 still. But who knows? If you're watching this in the future, maybe it's going to happen. Who knows? I think it would be the best way forward for rugby games if EA doesn't exactly attach themselves to any rugby games ever again. So personally, I think it would be quite cool. This is some artwork that I've managed to make, but yeah, EKO Software and NeoPisa working together, I think, would be a super amazing rugby game. You'd be getting like the features that you had in Rugby 20, and then upping that and putting it into a super real engine, running it in super high definition and making it super realistic. And personally, I think it would be super amazing. And obviously with the licenses involved as well, I think it would be the future of rugby games, because I don't know, I think it would just beat a lot of the games from the past. But yeah, guys, so that's the video. That's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Please make sure you go ahead and smash the like button down below to show your support for all the artwork and research that went into the whole video itself. Let me know in the comment section as well, would you want to see this happen? Do you reckon that would be probably the perfect rugby game for you guys, or do you think they may as well just scrap the whole idea? Let me know in the comment section, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. We upload rugby videos every single week, guaranteed, doing loads of stuff like this, rugby video games in general. I play Rugby Challenge 4 and I play Rugby 20, so stay tuned for them. And then obviously we talk about everything else to do with rugby as well. So yeah, rugby fan, sports fan, please go ahead and subscribe. Follow my social medias. I've been Andrew. I will see you in another upload. Peace out, guys.